What up, my freaks? Ruinous in sight here, welcoming you to part 38 and the very last part of my Total Warhammer II modded Durthu campaign. I know it's been a while of a campaign, but I think it's time to put this conflict to pasture. The High Elves are basically completely broken with only a few settlements remaining on Ulthuan and all of them completely undefended. It looks like 5 or 6 in this one little area. They're not going to survive for very long, especially now that we have so many armies on Ulthuan itself. This is just about done here. We are in the middle of wrapping up with that. However, there is a few fights I think I'd like Durthu to get into once he draws the Sword of Cain. It is ready and he is booking it there right now. So after that, he is going to go after Malekith, or at least if not Malekith himself, because who knows, he might get killed by the Reichlanders or by the Bretonnians. There's a lot of armies encroaching into a Nagaroth right now, or Nagaroth rather, and yeah, we'll get Durthu a couple fights with the Dark Elves just for the fun of it, but obviously this faction isn't threatening enough for more episodes to bother continuing with. Plus, as I noted last time, we have to wrap it up here so that new campaigns can be started because of the updates to the mods preventing such. So, what do we have to do before we end the turn and head Durthu straight to the Sword of Cain? We do have to get Orion killing this. You know what? Let's fight one more time with the Beastmen with Orion. I think this will be the very last battle with Orion. Obviously, these are all battles. They're all basically the same, and they're never a challenge. I think that we fight one more just for the fun of it, and we'll auto-resolve the rest. Obviously, we could have auto-resolved them all, but, you know, maybe we'll actually fight this from, instead of the top of the hill, we'll fight it on even ground, just for the sake of the variety. Let's see if that makes any difference. Alright, let's get you guys right over here then. Right over, let's say here. Oh, we can even use the river, even though we aren't. Yeah, okay, I like this. I like this, that's decent. We will put you right here, right at the river, so you can head off anybody who attacks you. And let's see, get you guys. Can you guys attack immediately? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I don't want you firing through the forest, but, oh, damn it. Do that up a little bit right there, right there. Probably shouldn't bother being too fancy with the setup, but it's basically the same setup as we've been doing thus far, so why not? Why not? Maybe get Orion a little bit more forward? I don't know. It doesn't really matter once again. There we go. Good enough. Good enough, and I suppose you guys can all be group 1 minus you, you can be group 2, and then we'll have the... Nope, you guys are also part of group 1. Nope, group... Yeah, we'll have you guys. I don't think you're going to be doing anything, but who knows? Who knows? I mean... Look at the charge on this freaking thing, 260, and I don't know exactly how charge works. It does say that it's a bonus to melee, attack, and damage, so... Does damage mean weapon strength in this regard? It can't be 259 bonus weapon strength, can it? That would be obnoxious. This one unit would be able to probably insta-kill a lord if it was able to surround it, if that was the case. I really don't know how that works. I need to look that up. Been playing this game for so long, and I still don't know exactly how the fundamental, what's it called, traits work. There we go. Alright, let's launch our fireworks into the air and hit these poor hounds. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Even if it was... I like that. Wait, what the hell? Why are they disappearing in the air like that? That's weird. Huh. Is this some sort of visual bug, or is it actually happening? I don't know. Are you idiots still managing to miss somehow? Whatever. Whatever, this hound's just about to die. I guess we can have Orion throw his spear at somebody, but... Who? I guess we could throw it at this chaos spot and see if it kills a unit or not. Let's see, 12 here, and... Did it manage to kill one? No, really. Wow, that's terrible. That's terrible. I thought that would work a little bit better than that. I'm kind of disappointed. Whatever, though. Whatever, we can use these hounds right here. I mean, Orion does have quite a bit of... abilities he can get to use, and you can use your Prey of Anathema on their lord and start attacking it. I guess one of you can Prey of Anathema these hounds, and then you can Prey of Anathema these spawn. Oh, what the hell? Looks like the Cygor's chucking its stuff at our cab, which I haven't bothered to bring in. These units are all getting wrecked. Oh, is their lord already dead or routed? Poor lord. Oh, didn't mean to use that. I meant to use the horn. I guess we can get a charge in with these guys. And this is once again why what I was saying about we could have just easily auto-resolved this. There we go. Here comes the charge. Yeah, see, if I feel like if that was actually plus like 260 damage, that unit would just insta-melt. You guys go after that. Go after that fella. Are we good here? This is just about over. I imagine they're actually going to rout very, very soon. There we go. Oh, we're probably going to take more damage than from our own units than... that's pretty normal, actually. It's pretty normal. Sorry, Pestigores. There we go. How did you fare against that charge? Pretty darn swell. I mean, pretty darn swell for us, not for them. There we go, and that's just about it for this battle. The next ones will be auto-resolved. The fireworks were fun, but the beast spawn are just too inferior in terms of these armies. That's what makes them irritating. This army is too big for one of our trash garrisons to defeat, but it's not worth bringing an actual army to defeat, so meh. Alright, end that battle. Obviously, we took barely any damage. I'm pretty sure we actually have 0 losses. That's funny. That's funny. I would have expected at least some of our cav to die to our own shots. Alrighty. And I suppose this army, is it going to be able to move away? Are we going to have to follow it and auto-resolve it? Yes, looks like we are. Let's do that real quick. And then end the turn. Yeah, enemy killed in battle. Go, go, go. Attack. Still 0 lost on the auto-resolve. I'm kind of surprised. There we go. Oh, and with the Canopy of the Great Oak ready, that means we can summon a Tree Man, doesn't it? Isn't that what the... this last ability does? Yeah. Yeah, the Summon Tree Man is good, but the Enveloping Forest, the Vanguard for all armies, that's going to be so obnoxious, especially on Straslaeth's army. Weirdly enough, it's the Blade of, well, possibly not weirdly enough, the Blade of Loek's army is our most obnoxiously overpowered army, just because of how much buffs. I mean, look at this. Each one of these units has 107... and 103 in terms of melee attack and defense, and that's without counting a bunch of buffs that they get in battle, like this Shadow's Coil, that basically, what, 143 melee defense? That's insanity. And there's other buffs, of course, and not counting magic. I mean, this unit's buffs are literally, like, twice as good as Durthu's melee attack and defense. Kind of, poor Durthu. Poor Durthu. Obviously, Durthu can survive for much longer with his regeneration obnoxious amount of HP and the fact that he's an anti-infantry lord instead of a duelist lord, but nonetheless. Alright, anyway. There's some unassigned skill points that I don't really care all that much about, but we might as well. We might as well, because they're just going to bother us next turn anyway, and we do have at least a few turns to get to, because Durthu, he has a hankering for, murderizing Malekith over there. Let's buff you guys up with whatever the heck you need. We already have the Prey of Anathrema. I guess we could get Tempered Rigor or Piercing Shots. I mean, oh my god, your missile damage is so obnoxiously high as well. I did not... It doesn't feel like these guys hit for this hard, does it? I feel like it doesn't. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. You have Fleet Finger. We should probably get... I wonder if Sabotage stacks. If all 3 of you have Sabotage, is it... No, honestly, it's not a big debuff. -4 armor. Really not a lot. Anyway, let us end the turn. Keeping in mind that it is wind turn, we can't heal a lot of our characters. Next turn, I think we'll be able to draw the Sword of Cain. I'm pretty curious to see how the Sword of Cain compares to the Sword of Death. Let me guess, Krogar, you want us to attack Moors for like the 30th time. Yes, you do. Everybody wants us to attack Moors. Why haven't I done it? No particular reason. I guess their remaining forces are a little bit close to one of our tree areas, but their armies are dead. Maybe we should just do it. Maybe if we do it, they'll just stop bothering us with it. You want peace, but you're at war with everybody, so no. Once we draw the Sword of Cain, everybody's gonna dislike us a little bit, so I don't wanna antagonize all of these factions over here, because I don't want to deal with them. Let's go, Reichland. I know you have a lot of armies, but let's hurry it along. Oh, they're fighting a Nagaron, though. That does kind of help us, so maybe I'll let it slide this one time. Kuran's still moving up over here. And Warriors of Chaos, Rakov Dynasty, and let me guess, you want... Non-aggression pact. Actually, that's not what I was expecting. I thought you'd want a straight-up alliance. Think big, my friend. Think big. Alright, there we are. You gained a trait. Hey, Chaos Influence. We lose some casualty replenishment rate. We get, like, no replenishment right now anyway, so why not? Here. There we go, and now all of our armies have Vanguard deployment. This is going to be disgusting. What do we get next? Vigor loss reduction minus 50% for characters. I take it that's not units, so it's only heroes. It's not bad, but it's not amazing. Magic cost minus 25%. That's pretty nice. So is Call of the Wild Hunt. Armor, melee attack, missile damage, but it's only in enemy territory. So will that actually work when we are in the final battle? Who knows? Might as well get it anyway. Might as well get it. Then we'll get Gyran Ascendant after, and then possibly... Well, we'll get Nature's Invigoration and Firebark Armor just because we can, if it does take that long to get to the final battle. And I'll probably want to get at least one of these. I don't know which one. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. Let's get you... Aha, you can indeed get to the Shrine of Cain, and that's where you're going, Durthu. It's time. Let's just double check what the Sword of Death does. It gives us 10 melee attack, magical attacks, and plus 50 armor piercing. And it interferes with enemy vigor loss. Or vigor, but it does give us Bone Crusher, which is... lowers melee defense and movement speed. We got some nice stuff. Let's see what the Sword of Cain does. There we go. Sword of Cain is now Durthu's to wield. We got Ward Save is not bad, considering Durthu's already pretty darn difficult to deal with. Magical attacks we already had. Melee attack 10, same. Oh, armor piercing is 6 times as much. So that's a little bit more, but I wish it was more than 300. Sword of Cain ability, yeah, well, massive magical damage, probably a little bit more than the Sword of Death's ability. Yes, and then Unbreakable. I don't remember whether Durthu was Unbreakable already, but you know what I feel like the Sword of Cain should give you? I feel like it should give you Perfect Vigor. Just to keep fighting. Like, doesn't that make sense? Makes sense to me. Yeah, you head out to Malekith. Oh, it looks like he's entered the seas. This is a bad idea, Malekith. Bad idea, or good idea for us, because if you're coming down here to take the Shrine of Cain, we're gonna meet you halfway, buddy. We're gonna meet you halfway. This sea is in storm as well, but of course Durthu is completely immune to any kind of attrition, so he don't give no nothing. Alright, well, I'm excited to try this out, but yeah, once again, I really would have liked him to get Perfect Vigor so that we could lose the Banner of Swiftness and just empower him more with another type of banner. Alrighty, let's see who else needs to move. We do have some auto-resolves to get going. Strasleath, hit up the Whitefire Tor, please. Right here. Yeah, that should be auto-resolvable. Yeah, all your units are elves, so they'll heal to full anyway, so we don't really care about that. Seed that, and continue. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. Same to you, Mr. Daith. Head to Tordranil. There we go. Hopefully your dragons don't get too much damage, and they did not, because they can't heal. There we go. That's perfect. Alrighty. So the enemies are going to quickly run out of territory at this rate. Oh, damn, we're going to have to get a few more attribute points, and I really wish I didn't have to do this administration this late into the game, but it is what it is. We already have Dark Spirit. What do I want to give you? You can get... I guess we could get Violent Delights to power you up personally a little bit more. Actually, no, you know what? You should probably have Shield of Thorns. Yeah, get Shield of Thorns. Get Shield of Thorns. It's a good ability. And then you can have Woven Mist, as I was saying that you needed last time. You already have everything that we want. You already have the Shield of Thorns level 2. I guess we could get Earthing, or alternatively, what? Ancient Attendant doesn't really help us. I guess we could get Violent Delights and stuff like that. Or, you know what, just get Earthing. Just get Earthing. Don't bother miscasting. Thanks. And let's see what you get. Oh, at least it's only 2 of you that leveled up. Isalal, you can have Shield of Thorns. It looks like... Oh, your next level of Oak, though. Oh, that's a hard decision. That's basically... Nah, we'll get it next turn. Or next time you level. If you level again. This campaign might be over before you do. And it's not like you're going to be in the final battle anyway. That's Durthu's thing. You can have... You already have the Great Eagle. I guess you can just keep buffing up Shield of Thorns. Today's a Shield of Thorns day. There we go. Alrighty, let's get these buildings built, I guess. Not that we're going to need them for that long. Who else has unassigned skill points? Damn it. Findal here. Have the Speed of the Hunter. I don't really care. There we go. Okay, that's good enough. Now let's see who else needs to move. before we end this turn and start hunting Mali down. You, Isilal, start moving over here. You're probably going to need to hit Tor Ilir as soon as possible. There you go. You can't heal, unfortunately, because of its winter, and you mostly have monstrous units. Yeah, monstrous everything. Monstrous beasts, monstrous infantry, yeah, okay. Who else needs to do anything? Orion, did more beastmen spawn? If they did, it doesn't look like it. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they didn't. I don't think they can move on the first turn anyway. Let's just double check our diplomacy. I don't want them to take any of our territories. I don't see them. No, it looks like they haven't spawned yet. Wait for the next turn on that one. Alrighty, anybody else? Anybody else? Colin, all Glade Lords and Tree Men. Findal doesn't need to move. Orion doesn't need to move. It looks like we're done here. Looks like we're done. Let's skip through the rest of this. There's some settlement upgrades available. Okay, let's just do some quick addition. I mostly just want to build these sacrificial grounds everywhere just to get a few more power-ups for Durthu at the end there. What the hell is this? Oh, right, we actually have a full settlement here. Let's get some more wine, grapes. Or we could get it doesn't really matter. It's not like we really need the not like we really need the cash. And you, sacrificial grounds, please go. Saffari. Sacrifice those high elves, and you can upgrade. And if rests, same to you, sacrificial grounds. There we go. Good enough. Go. End turn. Well, let's see if Malekith's gonna be able to approach Durthu. What the hell are you doing over there? Oh, looks like the High Elves are building up an army here. Isn't that adorable? Isn't that adorable? But since they have two lords out there, we should be able to draw out their garrisons into a fight outside, which is probably going to be a bad idea if they're thinking about facing the army of Straslaeth over here. That army is so obnoxious already. Faction destroyed the Drowned. Huh, I wonder if they were killed by Mazdamundi or whether they were killed by the Puppets of Chaos, who have made all these ruins in this part of the map. Kind of impressed. The AI is probably just as annoyed about that mechanic as I am. Well, probably not that much, but still annoyed. Alright, Reichland, go, go, go. Come on now. Keep dealing with Nagron. Oh, please don't fight Malekith, though. That's for Durthu. All for Durthu. No, Karun isn't actually that powerful, although maybe they're losing armies to the Dark Elves at this point. Hawkland, still don't care about what you have to say goodbye. Argwylon are basically dead, and Puppets of Chaos. Yeah, they still have a fair few armies left. Alright, well, they can keep making ruins where we don't, where they don't interfere with us. There's the Call of the Wild Hunt and another buff for us. Let's get the Gairan Ascendant buff now to reduce the costs of the Winds of Magic. You, Isilal, you're gonna go with March Stance right up as close as you possibly can to, let's say, I don't know, just go as close as you can. Actually, you're probably not. Wait, are you going to be close enough? Because you're going to be interfered with by this castle. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be in. You're going to be close enough for reinforcements. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. You siege Griffin Gate, please. There you go. Oh, you can auto resolve at a gate. Do we need to attack this? I don't know. I mean, we just basically did this, so we just clear the walls with the dragons. I think we're fine. Let's just quick save it just in case, because I don't want to lose the army. But we've taken enough of these territories not to bother with pointless battles, as I've said multiple times. But let's fight Dark Elves. Let's fight something that's actually a threat. Well, I say threat in quotes, because basically all that's left in terms of threat at this point. You get Shield of the Forest, though, because you guys can do the whole shieldy type deal. And you... What was I going to get you? Flesh to Stone, I guess. You already have Immortality and all the other good stuff, so you're good. You. Well, let's draw these garrisons out. Let's see if we can't attack. Alright. Oh, yeah, you're not going to have reinforcements, but with the Vanguard deployment, I really don't see the enemy being much of a problem for this army. I'm pretty sure this is still going to be disgusting overkill. Especially if they spawn on the side of the map like they did last time. We'll just take no damage yet again and kill them all. Alrighty, let's see where they spawn, shall we? And it is looking like... Oh, they're spawning on this side of the map. Oh, I don't like that. We can only go up to here. Alright, well. Move you up to here. And, oh, you know what? Huh. Oh, this is something I've never done before. Let's spawn the entire army in this little corner. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. But honestly, I don't really fear for this army, so whatever. Whatever. I was thinking about maybe making this a cinematic battle, but I don't think so. This army's too powerful, especially with without major elite units on the enemy side. So let us get you guys to be group. Let's say, wait, no, you can be group 2 with your magic. You guys can be, I guess you could be part of group 1. There you go. There you go. You guys can all be working together right here. You guys can be group 3, just a little hero gang here, and then you guys can be group 4. There you go. You guys can be the shield of the rest of the army. We'll change it up as soon as we get out of this little corner here, shall we? And then let's get you units, the war dancers without the spears. I don't know, moving up behind this army probably, and then you guys will, or you gals will, move out around and flank the enemy army. I don't know how close we'll get to the enemy, but we're about to find out. And start deployment, and go, go, go. Everybody move forward, everybody move forward. No, all of you move forward. Oh, damn it. Okay. You guys move it over here. You cast a Pit of Shades right. In fact, cast an Overcast Pit of Shades right there. Do some damage. And then you guys right in over here. Lords and Co. Go in, please. In fact, we can remove the guard mode from everybody, I would think. You two. Wow. Map is moving fast. I wanted to take a look at what damage we'd be doing, but it looks like that's not going to be much of the case. What was I going to do? Oh, create a shadow illusion? Yeah, sure. Create a shadow illusion right there. There we go. And don't you both have this ability? Did you both use it? Yeah, you did. Well then, you can use this ability, the snitch ability. There we go. Alright, let's get the entire army in here. Get the entire army in here. You can actually cast something, can't you? No, don't land. I want to cast a Penumbral Pendulum, and, ooh, Assault of Stone right in the middle of that? Yes, please. And a Penumbral Pendulum on top of it. And then go. Everybody else attack. The rest of you attack this. Oh my god, the caster's just gonna do this all itself. That's disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. You have an Arnzapal's Black Whore. We have so much magic here without even getting the obnoxious power of our actual army in. Oh my god. And now here comes... Wow, let's just slow this down. You guys are attacking way too fast. And the enemy's just... Oh, I think I just killed a bunch of our own units with the Black Whore. My bad. Yeah, I did way more damage to us than the enemy did. Well, it's nothing new. It's nothing new. You can actually land on these archers and maybe stop them from moving. Everybody else is... I mean, their army's basically done already. Yeah, this is exactly what I mean about this army just being obnoxiously overpowered. I mean, obviously these are all tier 5 mostly units, so it's not really that surprising, but still, damn. Still, damn. Do you have any kind of damaging ability? I guess you have Melkoth's Mystifying Miasma. You know what we could do? We could send you two to go kill their lord. Go kill their princess while everybody else charges in right into these archers. I mostly just want to be able to auto-resolve the attack on the settlement, so we need to kill as much of this as possible. I guess we can quit with the speed here. Yeah, this is over. This is already over. Ah, damn. That's pretty obnoxious. Pretty darn obnoxious. Yeah, everybody go through this. Go through right here. Right here. Kill as much as you can. Wow, you guys are really blocking each other, aren't you? I thought that you'd be able to weave in between the army like that, but that's about done. Just gonna kill a few more units so we can auto-resolve the settlement battle. I thought I told you guys to actually attack instead of doing whatever the hell this is. Ow. I didn't even bother using buffs or anything. Okay, you guys need to stop screaming though. I get that you're happy. What are you all getting stuck on? Is it the trees? Oh, maybe it's the lord? I'm not entirely sure. I don't care that much, but... Huh. I'd like you to actually chase some of these units down. A unit has been... What? Wait, what? What unit has been wiped out? What the hell are you talking about, game? I don't see any unit that's been wiped out. Oh, it was the Shadow Illusions. Yeah, okay, fine. Shadow Illusions got wiped out. Go figure. Who the hell cares, game? Who the hell cares? I guess you could pop another Pit of Shades. It's probably gonna do more damage to us yet again. You know, let's send you out here. Let's send the War Dancers out to these guys. Let's speed it up to max. And just finish this. There we go. There we go. Kill as much of this as you can. Kill as much of this as you can, and... Good. Yeah, this is me taking this 100% seriously. There we go. Okay, good enough. Good enough. Close. What the hell are you talking about? Yeah, close victory. 4 units dead, and all 4 probably killed by my overly judicious use of Arnsapal's Black Horror. 325 kills on the caster there. Some decent magical damage and very, very quick. Yeah, we didn't even need the reinforcements of the other army. This is exactly what I'm talking about with regards to not really thinking that the Dark Elves are going to be any kind of threat at this stage in the game. And I'll resolve that. Wow, that dragon almost died. Wow, okay. That could have been irritating, I suppose. It's not like it would have cost us anything, but still would have been irritating. Just the principle of the thing. And we're just about done here. You guys have, what, 1 settlement left? This is the last settlement you have? Yeah, just the 1 settlement, okay. Okie dokie. Obviously, they're not the focus of this particular episode, so who cares? Flesh to stone for you. And let's just upgrade you all real quick. Not that I necessarily need to bother with any of this. We still don't have this upgrade, so missile resistance or thick skin. You probably need armor more, even though it's not a lot of armor. But you might as well get it. There you go. There you go. What do you need? You already have oak. I guess endurance. You have oak, but you don't have endurance of the oak. Get completely oaked. Okay, and we are. You can get Occam's Mind Razor. I haven't really been using it, but whatever. Whatever. Okay, that's good enough. And oh damn, more upgrades or more abilities to assign. Sure. Let's hurry through this thing. Enfeebling foe. I don't. It doesn't. It really doesn't matter. I don't even think these armies are gonna get into any more fights, so it really doesn't matter. You can have Awakening of the Wood another level. What? Did I accidentally click on something else? Freaking hell, looks like I did. I hate how you can accidentally click outside of the window and it actually goes to it. Whatever. Whatever, alright, so that's good for all of you. Let's get another Sacrificial Grounds for Durthu's final battle. I guess we get some more cash here as well. Anywhere else we can build Sacrificial Grounds does not look like it. Keep building one. Whatever. Fuck that later. Who else needs to move? Durthu. Where the hell is Malekith? Where'd he go? Malekith, are you out here? Aha, there he is. No, that's not Malekith. Taneska. What the hell happened to Malekith? Did he die attacking one of the... There was a army belonging to Reichland here, and I take it that that's not this army. Which means maybe Malekith went here and killed it. Either that or he ran away. Well, we're still going to get Durthu a couple battles with the Sword of Cain before we head to the final battle. It would be nice to actually get 600 Waystone so we can get 2 more upgrades instead of 1. That's a decent goal to have for the final battle as well. And maybe we'll take Naggarond itself, although we do have to wait until winter is over as well, because Durthu should probably head into the final battle with full HP. Obviously, the final battle is going to be a cinematic battle, no question about it. Let's see you, Sacrificial Grounds, please, right there. And Naggarith, you can also have some Sacrificial Grounds. Not yet, though. Not quite yet. Fine, then you can have something else. You can have an Amber Glade. I don't care. I don't care. Unassigned skill points. Who are you, and what do you need this? Phaonix? Here, have that. There we go. We done here? Next turn. Commandment available, don't care. Commandment available, still don't care. Alrighty, and I don't believe anybody else needs to move. Orion... Oh, wait. Let's see if any more Beastmen appeared anywhere. Or are they done for good now? Did they really stop once we've actually ran out of need to use Orion for anything? Are you kidding me, game? Wow. One last middle finger from you. Alright. It's fine. At least it's amusing. Okay, well, let's head out here. Hopefully these guys actually try to take on Durthu in the middle of the water here. But if they don't, we'll find them ourselves. Next turn, let's get to it. Yeah, good luck with that, Lothar. They're probably going to try to build an army at Eagle Gate. What the heck happened there? They didn't just kill a lord, did they? They just wound somebody? Wait. Aha, wait, you guys are actually attacking Durthu. Oh, should we make this a cinematic battle, maybe? Yeah, you know what, let's. We gotta enjoy this to the max, I think. Since there aren't a lot of battles left. Alrighty, here we go. Since we're not going to be having a lot of cinematic battles against the Dark Elves, or generally not a lot of battles against the Dark Elves, we gotta get as much enjoyment out of the ones that are here as possible. So, what do we have here? The legendary unit, the SFO Manticore Lords, looking pretty fly, ha 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 ha. As they move up, we will send all of our aerial units to attack them. Of course, we did have Vanguard deployment, so we were able to start all of our Hawk Riders, who I'm still kind of weirded out by the fact that they don't start with Vanguard deployment automatically, but whatever. They are going to take care of this. Of course, they're going to miss a bunch of shots and put them right into these rocks. Look at those arrows sticking into the cliffs there. So those guys are there. We also have Thyrus the Dragon moving up to help with the Manticore Lords. They probably don't see him as he's in the shadow of the cliff here. And we do have our own Way Stalker somewhere here. I don't remember where exactly I put him, but he was doing something. Where are you, buddy? Oh, there he is, man. Hard to see the little fella when he blends into the ground like this. Mostly it's Prey of Anathema that I want so that these guys can take care of them. Of course, I believe the Manticore Lords are slower than these guys, so that's not going to be much of a problem. Now, Durthu does have the Sword of Cain, and he is going to be moving in and casting it as soon as he's close enough. Hey, Durthu. Yeah, looking a little bit angry there with that... They almost look like angry spirits flying around him, like angry little forest spirits or sprites or whatever. Anyway, there we go. Let's see what is this? What the hell is this? Is this Durthu casting his thing? I want to see what it looks like. I genuinely don't know what this is. What the hell is this? Oh, okay, it's just Katri. Oh, they cast Soul Blight on... Okay, sure. I guess you can do that. I don't see the point. Weapon damage and missile damage a little bit early. It's not like the lines have engaged. Whatever. Let's see. Durthu, get to casting, buddy. Get to casting. Your units are... Yes. Now. Any day. The range is not as much as I'd like. There we go. There is the effect from the Sword of Cain. It actually says does massive magical damage, but it doesn't do as much damage as I would have thought it would, to be perfectly honest. I mean... It still does wreck units if it moves through them, but it's a relatively small area of effect, and because of the fact that it's a vortex and basically just moves around, it actually does a less damage than something like a Pit of Shades, in my opinion. And I think we've gotten, like, 300 kills with a single use of Arnsapal's Black Horror by comparison. This thing basically just moved out of the... out of this after killing like 50 units. So kind of meh in that regard, but now Durthu, oh, that's a nice shot. Oh, damn, I should have screen capped that. Durthu knocking them back. Very, very nice. And he'll continue knocking them back after this battle is over. Let's see. There we go. Towering over the battlefield. Just trying to enjoy this as much as I can before we never see Durthu around here again. At least not for a long, long time. I wonder what he'll be like in the third game. And the Wood Elves in general. There we go. Look at this gloriousness. Oh man. Hey Durthu, you having fun, buddy? Are you having a good time? He looks like he's having a good time. He's just like, wait, are these elves different? They look slightly different. Oh well, kill them all anyway. Kill them all. Let's speed it back up a little bit. Let's see what's going on over here. Durthu's going to just keep smacking them around. Not going to be too much of a problem, at least this early on. Of course, the enemy are having a reinforcement army moving in over here. The Manticore Lords are having a kind of bad time over here, dropping past half HP, just being kited around by our faster range units. Not really an issue there, and there we go. They are just about, not to drop, but to shatter, or at least to rout, if not shatter, while the main army just keeps fighting. Durthu in the middle, of course, holding it together, but the enemy do have a fairly large complement of units here now. Very, very large blob, and a lot of said blob, damn it's loud, a lot of said blob is Blackguard of Nagaron, so that's obviously kind of concerning. You can see I tried to cast Durthu's Lamentation of Despair a few times, but I couldn't quite manage it. I'm not entirely sure why, but Durthu just kind of refused to cast it. I think something was hitting him and just stopping the cast. I think that's what was happening. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, Anyway, this is all good, despite the fact that we're being pelted by arrows and completely surrounded by units on every side. We still have things to drop on, such as a nice penumbral pendulum right there. Actually did not knock down any of the enemy, but the enemy are very obliging. They actually use Black Arc support onto the blob here, and they kill hundreds of their own units. It's kind of hilarious that the AI did this. It thought just because our own units were here, and they were all blobbed up, that it could use its support on us. But the treemen are basically immune to this sort of thing and does very, very little, if any, damage to them, while the actual enemies standing under it get absolutely obliterated. It is kind of funny. However, one thing that did happen was it did cause several of our units to rout. I'm not entirely sure whether this was related to the actual thing or not, but whatever. The Madness of Cain has come upon the enemy once more. Not to say that the Madness of Cain wasn't on them already, seeing as they are Dark Elves, but nonetheless, Durthu got another one of those casts off, and we are now certainly reduced in the amount of treemen that are fighting on this part of the battlefield, as a bunch of them did rout, possibly due to the Black Arc support. I'm not entirely sure. Wow, that looked cool. That awakening of the wood looked like it occurred just as Durthu stabbed his sword into the ground. It would have been really cool if that was an actual effect that could happen. I wish that there was more things like that, because that looked really neat. Ah, hey Thyrus, how you doing? You got bored of the manticores over there and eating random archers? Yeah, I know how it is. I know how it is. And speaking of random archers, we do have our Hawk Riders, our specialist little whirling dervish murder machines that have been doing so well and have been the absolute stars of this campaign, both in this army and other armies. Good job, Hawk Riders, murderizing all of the archers all over the place. Not that they were doing any damage because of all our treemen being essentially immune to range, but the faster all of these guys get killed by the giant pile of hawks, the faster this battle will be over. So let's just allow this to happen. There we are. And let's see, a bunch of the enemy units are of course coming back. Kind of surprising that a unit with like 17 or 18 guys is coming back. I would have expected the Dark Elves to be more prone to just booking it. Well, not the Black Guard, obviously, but Bleak Swords and Dread Spears and stuff are conscripts mostly, I believe, so in the sense of them being willing to fight to the death. Although I suppose they're afraid that betraying Malekith might be a worse fate than death, or might lead to one, and they're not wrong. They're not wrong. There we go. Alright, Durthu, finish the rest of these units. I believe the Black Guard are unbreakable, or at least they are in this army. I don't know if they're always unbreakable or just sometimes unbreakable, depending on some of the buffs they had, but they certainly are here. They're still going to surround Durthu. He's not all that afraid of them, but they do decent amount of damage to him. He's, what, at 60% HP? Pretty nice. Pretty nice. But of course, they can't kill the treemen, and they are getting a few support shots into their side from our one Waystalker. Durthu's just going to finish them. The rest of the battle is just about over with our units cleaning up, except for Thyrus dueling the enemy lord over here. I did completely forget about him until I saw him attacking over here, so I did send the dragon to just take care of it, with the Hawk Riders taking care of any fire support in the background, and adding a little bit of fire support on their own. There we go. How close are you to being dead? Very, very close. Just knocked aside. It's always entertaining. You done yet? Tail? How are you gonna get the kill? How are you gonna get the kill? Not a tail swipe this time. Hey, stop stabbing the dragon. Come on now. Don't embarrass Durthu here. Let's do this thing. I would have liked to actually send Durthu out here, but what? What? I'd never actually seen that animation before. Wow, it literally picks up a lord and just, wow, wonderful. I very much enjoy that, and let's see what we have here. Just a couple of Blackguard and Argwylon, but the Wargrove has returned. They did unroute, and a bunch of them actually healed up because a bunch of them do have regeneration, so we're good there. And this battle's just about over. Let's speed it up while these last units of Blackguard die, and... Are we good here? Yes, we are. Good job, Durthu. Good job, Hawk Riders. Good job, Thyrus, and good job, everybody. Except, I suppose, actually, you know what? Great job, enemy AI, for destroying your own units with the Black Arc Fire. That was hilarious. Alrighty, a fun little battle for Durthu to actually get stuck in and just screw around a little bit. Nearly 300 kills on him. Pretty decent. A little bit less than I was expecting, but he did seem to have a little bit of trouble actually swinging his sword at those Black Guard of Nagaron there, which was a little bit odd. I did try to get him to cast his lamentation repeatedly, but he just wouldn't do it. I don't know whether there's something that the Blackguard do to prevent him from doing it, or whether it's the fact that they were staggering him or something. I don't know. That was a little bit odd. The Manticore Lords were kind of cool, but they weren't able to do anything to our Hawk Riders, all of whom got crazy amount. Well, not you, but they all together, let's say, got crazy amounts of kills. I'm starting to think that the best possible Wood Elf army outside of, well, the best possible Wood Elf army is either nothing but Hawk Riders or nothing but Loek units, at least. That is what I'm thinking. Anyway, let's kill these captives. Durthu's going to be fun. Maybe Malekith will come out to play afterwards, although I do now realize that Durthu's not going to be able to heal off of that, so we do have to realize that that is the case. And let's see what we are looking at over here. Admiral... Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Aha, is this Malekith? Or is that Malekith? Malekith, where are you? I just want to fight you. Come here, please. Oh, Confederation with Hawkland, finally. Oh, did Malekith just die? Who just died here? Somebody's dying. Damn it, Reichland. Don't take Durthu's glory. Although winter really needs to end. Alright, Karazakarak, you're not doing anything helpful over here, so you can just move along, please. Karan, you are sort of helping up here, so yeah. Alright, Aghole. Oh wow, Aghole seems to have actually built an army. Cute. I thought theirs was a broken faction, but apparently it's come back from the dead a little bit. Amateur discovered passive ability, Brass Cleaver. Yes, Brass Cleavers are always nice. There we go, we got a little bit more research. Let's get Nature's Invigoration, I think. Vigor loss on all characters does seem like a good investment. And then... we'll pick one of these things, probably. Yeah, we'll actually probably have enough to get both those things. Now, first thing, we need to destroy a couple of these armies. Just finish them off, I guess. Durthu, that'll be you. Will we take damage doing this? Yeah, a little bit of damage. Damn. I was hoping that we wouldn't need to. Whatever, just wipe them out so that they don't come in and help. What do we have here? Aha, it is Malekith himself, and we are in range. He might come after Durthu here. Oh, what the hell? Why is Durthu healing here? Wait, what? That's weird. Oh well, if Malekith wants to come out and play, I am very much inclined to let him do so. So let's move here, and let's stay in this water where we're healing for whatever reason. Just close enough, hopefully, for Malekith to hit us. Or at least move towards us. Yeah, just go right here. Go right... What the hell? That looked really weird, but whatever. And... will he be able to move to us? It's kind of hard to tell because he's in March stance right now, and you don't have the hatched outline that you do for your own character. Well, hopefully he is. Hopefully he sails this way in general and not to Slaver's Point. Although if he does, we'll just follow him. How long will winter last? 3 more turns. Okay, we can live with that. We can certainly live with that. Does anybody else need to move along? Obviously, the rest of these turns are going to go real quick as soon as everybody else has done whatever it is they need to be doing. Hey, you guys are still keeping... Wow, Siggy is still alive? Man, he's been alive for a while over here. Yes. Let's take the gate. Can you reach Eagle Gate from here? Yes, you can. Right here. Encircle this. We're not going to bother with this. Just a few more Dark Elf fights before the final battle. I'm done with these easy little battles, especially when Straslaeth is involved. We are done here. Let's auto... Ooh. Huh. Will somebody die if we do this? I wonder. Do we just do this anyway? It's just gonna be like 20 minutes of dragons clearing the walls with no opposition at all towards these gate guard. It's a pretty boring state of affairs. Let's just quick save and end this. Nobody died. Yeah, nobody. Yeah, barely any losses. Okay, okay. It was just auto-resolve being weird. There we go. That's the end of Lothern. Faction destroyed. Now we can end turns quickly and put our attentions to getting Malekith, or getting Durthu's duel with Malekith, rather. You can have... I don't remember what I was getting you. I guess you could have this. I don't really care what buffs you get anymore, because I believe the rest of you are now out of the running. It's all Durthu. It's all Durthu now. And yes, I suppose we could send these other armies up to fight the Dark Elves as well, but honestly, we've seen their effectiveness. Strathslaeth and Isilal in particular are not going to have any kind of issue with any army, I don't think, at this stage in the game, especially with all of these sacrificial grounds coming up, buffing everybody up. Anyway, and we do have 600 waystones. Perfect, perfect. Let's just get a few more sacrificial grounds up in the... missile damage and weapon strength. Is this actually working? I really hope those are actually working. What's the weapon strength? Is everybody... Missile damage 341. Was it always at that? Weapon strength 101? I don't know. I don't know whether it's actually increasing or not. I hope that it is. Durthu's at 1318. Let's just keep an eye on this. Let's see if it changes at all in the next few turns, or whether it does not. I mean, 1% is not much, but 1318, I think I can remember one number. Same with you. There we go, sacrificial grounds. 1318. Alright, let's skip the rest of this. I don't really care about the commandments and the points. Let's see if Malekith hits the Durthu. Please don't go to Slaver's Point. Alright, oh, wow, these guys are still alive here? Oh, okay. Mazdamundi looks to just be reclaiming a bunch of his territory from these guys, but these guys are still doing a pretty good job at destroying it, so I don't know how that's going to work out. Clan Moore, wow, Clan Moors is still alive? Man, those are rats. They, well, I know how that feels. Just, yeah. I can picture Malice making a face right now. Alright, come on, Reichland. Don't fight Malekith. Alright, there's Kuran. And, aha, the Beastmen are back again. Well, that's a nice little auto-resolve for Orion, I suppose. And, yeah, okay, don't care. Whatever you have to say, goodbye. Thank you. And, oh, wow, these puppets, damn. Where are you, Malekith? Oh, you did go through Slaver's Point? Oh, you... Ugh. Durthu, catch him, please. I know that you're hurt. I know that your army is damaged. You can still catch him. Is he going to Karant Kar? If he's going to Karant Kar, we could try to speed up and move along this way, but what if he turns around and then goes over here instead? If we move here, he might be in range. You know, just go here. Just go here. Try to catch him. I was thinking about going into a full speed stance and going up here, but if he starts moving into the into this direction, that wouldn't help us at all. I just want that one fight, Malekith, please. I know you're losing territory everywhere, but just give Durthu what he wants. Let's see, technology. We can now get not spiteful spirits, and I don't care for benevolent spirits. No spirits, in fact. We have plenty of spirits to take care of our faction. Campaign line of sight. Is that... it's a nice buff, but... Fire resistance, you know what? No, let's get one of these. I think the rest of these are kind of not worth it. If we have more turns, we will use them. Let's see. Modron does what? Enable ability Noxious Cloud for dragons. Oh, that seems nice. I might do that. We can't do this because we'll never save up enough, obviously, as I've already said. We won't be using any Eternal Guards, so we don't care about that. Wildwood Rangers, a great ability, but... Strathslaeth is done. Melee defense for Deepwood Scouts and Glade card. Yeah, good luck. That's a waste. Stalk for all Cav, Eagle, and Hawk. We do still have Hawk units, so that might be okay, but it's just Stalk. We don't really need it. Let's go with Modron and then Vidrioth. Power up, basically, power up the Eagles a little bit, and power up, or the Hawks rather, and then power up the Dragon. We only have one dragon in this army, though. Nah, but nonetheless, let's give a little bit of a power up to the Air Force. It's not like we can do anything else to the Dryad. So let's skip this and let's head right to the next turn because there's nothing else to do with Lothern dead. We are looking pretty good. No wood, no rights. I mean, I'm almost tempted to pop this right, but I have no idea whether it would actually do anything right now or not. I mean, if we try to fight the final battle, yeah. Yeah. Alright, anyway, end the turn. Let's see what Malekith does. Please don't siege car on car. Oh, looks like another army and destroyed. Crone Hellebron has died. Yeah, see, this faction is just getting ripped apart. Yeah, and their power level is dropping quite rapidly as well. Where did Malekith go? Please let me know. Grand Hierophant Katep, yes. Non-aggression pact, no. No, just because. I have no particular reason. Oh, okay, looks like Argwylon has taken another piece of territory. We got ruins over here in the north belonging to the Argwylon. And what is this? Kuran has taken another territory up here, yeah. Yeah. And Dark Elves are having a pretty bad time of this. If Karazakarak gets up here, then they're just completely screwed. Oh, Karl Franz, you're not helping out your generals. Or your Elector Counts, I should say. Why don't you bring yourself to the Elector Counts? Oh, I forgot to auto-resolve against the Beastman with a Rhino. Hopefully he's not... hopefully they're not so close that they can attack something. That'll be irritating. Well, let's just find out right about now. And there we go. There's an Age of Peace. Oh, and Chaos has fallen. Okay. Well, oh wow, this is a long time. Well, most people... I'll just read it. As the last of the Chaos Hordes is scoured from the face of the world, well, they were scorned and then they were scoured. An awful silence descends. More than a silence, an absence of sound which echoes the all-consuming void without. All creation is stilled, breath held in anticipation of the final cataclysm. Then, tentatively, gently, life reasserts itself, not in a grand way to echo those who sought to end everything, but in the small ways which of themselves are life. Birdsong pierces the silence, hesitant at first, then swelling, a defiant hymn to creation, born on a soft wind that sifts dust onto the scattered corpses littering the bloody plain of battle. Bloodied veterans, survivors, refugees, all draw breath into their aching lungs and weep at the taste and smell of victory, peace, and life. Yet what is life if not the constant striving of one against the other? After all, every hedgerow is a bloody battleground, every plant a murderer, every creature red in tooth and claw. Even as the weak raise their eyes to a golden future, the wise are glancing about to see who will make the first move in seizing it for themselves. The shield of civilization which turned aside the deadly thrust of chaos is now a heavy and cumbersome thing. Those who are first to cast it aside will be quickest with their blades, and a knife in the back is surest of all. Comrades who stood shoulder to shoulder in the shield wall now step apart and take each other's measure. Alliances begin to unravel, and the storm clouds gather once more. Yes. Orion, kill. Kill this garbage. It's the same army every time that's spawning. 2 units of Chaos spawn, 4 units of Pestigors, 4 units of Hounds of Pestilence. Huh. Interesting. Although it's a Doom Bull leading it now instead of whatever was leading it before. But nonetheless, this army is just... Huh, maybe this one particular army's like, oh, Clan Moors and the Warriors of Chaos died at the same time. And there go the Beastmen for like the billionth time. Don't really care about your upgrades. There we go. Malekith, wherefore art thou? Where are you, Mally? There you are. Can Durthu hit you from here? No, he won't. He's not close enough. Oh no, these guys are gonna attack him without us, aren't they? Malekith, don't die, buddy. Don't die. Come here, please. Oh no, I'm gonna be so salty if he dies. Well, okay, honestly, if we can't kill Malekith, we're gonna sail Durthu and then take Nagaron, and then we'll fight the final battle because I'll need one big fight with Durthu against Dark Elves other than the one that we just had. So, let's see what else we have here. Nobody else needs to do anything. Oh, we get some research going. I don't really care about the commandments and the points. We just want to end the turn and see what happens. Let's upgrade Vidrioth, and that is all of our store of Waystones. So that's that. Let's hope that Malekith actually moves first and attacks Durthu. That would be swell. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have moved Durthu like right here, where he's not supported by these guys. I guess we're gonna see. I guess we're gonna see. Is there anything else to do? I did want to get a few more sacrificial grounds if possible. If we are gonna take a few more turns. Just because. Yeah, keep upgrading that. Damn it, none of these are sacrificial grounds. You are not a sacrificial ground. You are not a sacrificial ground, although these places are making nice amounts of cash. We don't need the cash now. Damn, no more sacrificial grounds. Alright, let's see if Durthu's weapon strength has changed at all. It is now at 1340. It has increased a little bit. Okay, so sacrificial grounds do seem to be stacking. So let's end that turn. Well, let's end that turn. And before everybody starts hating on each other. Oh, now that Lothern is destroyed, we probably... Huh, I wonder if our relationship with everybody is still going to be affected as much by their destruction by us. Because a lot of the quote-unquote good factions didn't appreciate that sort of thing, but whatever. I should probably declare war on anybody who's left that's still an enemy. Now, yes, thank you, Malekith. I really wish you wouldn't come along. But, this is going to be another cinematic battle. Not so much because we need to. This is obviously going to be a super easy battle, but... yeah, I'm going to have to make a cut here, unfortunately, because we had a cinematic battle before, so you guys are used to the reasoning by now, so here we go. Let's do it. Alrighty, here we go. Now, we do have our little force of allies belonging to Reichland coming in. I don't know whether they're going to be that useful, considering a lot of their units are basically dead, and they also have all these handgunners with grenade launchers units. I take it that's some of the new military supply units. I don't believe I actually ever used those in my Balthazar Gelt campaign, which is kind of disappointing because Balthazar Gelt would probably be pretty good with those guys. The Bordermen. Huh. Yeah, I just plain don't remember these units. I take it these are military supply. Ah, whatever. Whatever. Oh, do they belong to Nuln? No, is Nuln steam tanks, or is... no, I think Reichland is steam tanks. That doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter, so let's see what we're working against here. We do have two black dragons, i.e. Malekith, and another black dragon over here. They also have a feral manticore that I don't believe our forces will ever have to bother dealing with. They have a ton of 7th and up chevron, all gold, black guard of Nagron, which are going to be a bit of a problem because... they don't really route, and it's freaking annoying. Oh, man. I have to keep myself from swearing constantly. You guys have no idea how difficult it is. Okay, anyway, let's see. In Durthu, the War Grove has arrived in this little tiny copse of trees right beside the Dark Elf camp. You really shouldn't build your camp right in the middle of a little forest, you know? You know, Dark Elves, like, it's a bad idea when you're fighting Durthu and co. So let's see what we have here. We do have our force of aerial units shooting at these guys. Oh, looks like they want to get a debuff of some sort on us, but we in turn get the Madness of Cain going by activating the sword and doing a little bit of damage to this blackguard, but honestly not that much. I mean, it directly impacted them, but once again, not too much. They return with their own vortex being a blade wind, and pretty though it is, it basically does nothing to these guys. They have a lot of magic resist and a lot of ward save, and none of that really matters. We do get a breath out with Thyrus onto the enemies, of course, but Malekith does try to chase him down personally. I guess he took that personally. Oh, and that's a backhand from Durthu right into the Chill of Sontar. Once again, one of the best units, possibly the best unit in the Dark Elf roster in general. Just an amazing little Hydra. And look at all these debuffs on our army here. Obviously, the main battle is here. Malekith has finally landed, and the reason he has landed is that I forced Thyrus, our own dragon, to land here just so that Malekith could follow him. I wanted these guys to all do it. Look at Durthu moving through the chill just to get in some... I think I repeatedly ordered him to go after Malekith, even though Malekith wanted to duel the other dragon. That looked painful, buddy. Oh, this is basically... like, look at all these units towering over the tiny black guard, wherever the hell they are. This is truly a battle of the titans here. They're a clash of the titans. That's the phrase I was looking for. There we go. Very, very nice. Now Durthu is finally whacking away at Malekith. He has, of course, dropping a little bit of health, but I don't believe he started with full HP, and he has been fighting the Chill of Santo this entire time. He has the Potion of Healing going now, so that should buff him up a little bit. And he does hit very, very, very hard. And of course, whoa, it looks like the enemy is actually using some of its Black Arc support on the giant pile of units. Oh, wow, this is actually a clever move. The AI used its Feral Manticore, its lone flyer, to get into a blob of enemies, forced them to blob up on it, and then used its biggest AoE effect, from its Black Arc. This is actually really impressive. This is exactly what a player would have done. Good job, AI. Good job. I didn't know you were capable of such finesse. Well, obviously, our aerial units are flying around, but frankly, it's not that interesting. We've seen what they do 100 times and 100 times again. So I'm not gonna bother with taking too many looks at them. They're just they did manage to chase off that unit of Raven Heralds, so they're running off the field, and they do a decent bit of damage to those Dark Shards, but they do have to keep away from the Cold One Knights, so that's a little bit of micro. Looks like the fiery, bloody rain is still falling, but Kane likes that sort of thing, and we do have the sword, so we can't be too angry about the whole thing. And there we go, a little bit of an awakening of the wood. Thyras gets almost killed here, very, very close. Very, very close. I popped that awakening because he got surrounded by a unit of Black Guard, and then I didn't mean to speed that up. He got surrounded by a unit of Black Guard, so I used the awakening of the wood to try to knock them back so that he could get out of the press over here, and it does seem like he did succeed in that regard. There is another Black Dragon that landed, and this time Malekith decides to run away. Durthu did prove to be too much for him, and Durthu, I believe, actually healed due to the potion. He actually hasn't dropped below the HP. Now Malekith is running, but we won't be letting him run. Look who we've got coming in. Once again, the stars of this Let's Play, the Hawk Riders, the Eagle Riders. A few of them do drop, but they swarm the Witch King, and the Witch King falls along with his precious little dragon. There we go, just about ready to finish the enemy units. I mean, the Chill of Sontar is still alive, but it is about to rout, so that's going to be a bad thing for it. Of course, this dragon is still alive, but it's not going to be able to take Durthu and all of these guys. One thing I noticed that on almost every fight with the Dark Elves, but I suppose many fights throughout the campaign, Durthu's Wargrove specifically get very, very badly damaged. I think they take the most damage out of all of these units. Look at how they only have, what, 30 maybe % HP remaining? A little bit disappointing. I feel like, despite being a legendary unit, they're a little bit underpowered. Just a little bit. But hey, it's all good. It's all good. It's not like Durthu really needs that much help. Just squishing random Blackguard as he is doing now, and he's just... well, he looks like he's ignoring that one. Did he just stomp on this guy? This guy died? No, he's getting back up. Alrighty, and that Black Dragon looks like he's done as well, looking like a little doggo trying to scurry away. Fare thee well, Black Dragon. What do we have over here? Durthu's moving out alone with a few supporting tree men coming in, just chasing units around, basically. This army has routed, along with the enemy lord. Oh, did our ally lord die as well? It's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. We are obviously going to help these guys chase down a few of these units, but there's nothing left except a few Blackguard that won't rout, so they have to be killed. And there we are. I'm just going to speed this up. Oh, there's a few Blackguard over here as well, but we do have some pretty nice units. Oh, damn you guys. Our allies are actually firing armor-piercing bullets into the trees, which would actually kind of hurt them. Depending on what degree friendly fire does damage in this particular iteration of the game. And I think we're just about done here. Where's another Blackguard? I can't find it. Doesn't matter. There we go. So ends Malekith. Ironically, and not by Durthu's sword, or at least Durthu's sword made him turn tail and run like a coward, and he was brought low by the ever-present Hawks and Eagles. There we are. Alrighty, easy enough, but very, very close for Thyras and very close for the Hawk Riders, both of whom got damaged mostly because I was busy looking at what was going on instead of taking control. I do have a habit of doing so, even when I'm going to do a cinematic battle anyway. Damn you, game. Damn you, and looking all pretty. Alright, well, Thyros is still alive, even if, oh, right, he won't be able to heal for, well, one more turn. Okay, well, fine, we're fine. We're fine. And with that, Malika dies, and Immortal Unbeloved... Oh, Durthu gets Frenzy. Did he not have Frenzy before? You would think that Durthu, of all people, or of all tree men, would have Frenzy, but, possible that he doesn't. I wonder if Reikland's gonna finish off Malekith's army now. I mean, we have landed, so we could theoretically go to Nagaroth. Or Nagarond, rather. I mean, it's not really a big deal. Either way, I guess we could just book it to Nagarond and then take that and then fight the final battle. There's really not much to do. I think with that, the Dark Elves are broken. A look at all of our allies' armies here, and Durthu alone could probably take the entire continent, especially if I was paying attention to what the heck was happening. The income from raiding is actually kind of useless, but or at least for Durthu it's useless. Military alliance, no. I'm actually surprised you haven't been confederated into the larger empire. And I don't think there's anybody really important left to take stats off of, so that's fine. Vidrioth research is now complete. The turning of the leaves... Oh, that... I don't know if that's good or bad. On the one hand, more casualty or punishment. On the other hand, less movement range for Durthu, and he needs to go quite far, although he's going to heal up quite nicely. So, you know what we'll do? We'll send him to the Blacklight Tower. And then we'll just go through the sea to Harganath. Let's do that. Let's do that. Go to Blacklight Tower. Right here. Although, this sea is neutral. What if we were to, I wonder how much we'd heal in the sea. You know what? Start in our friendly territory right here. And then we'll proceed out. I mean, we don't need to be full HP for Nagarond anyway. Oh!
Unthinkable.
There's a couple armies here. Cute. Cute. I don't think we really care about them. I just want to take Nagarond mostly because of the, I don't know, the insult it would do to the enemy. Plus, it's a sort of symbolic act, I suppose, with regards to not necessarily defeating the faction, but all of us knowing that the faction was doomed. Alrighty, now there's nobody else that we're going to bother move. I suppose we could just start sailing up armies to Nagaron, but the thing is, look at all these Reikland and Bretonnian armies. Like, a dozen of them are going here. They're all coming together, and it's gonna be a bad time for the Dark Elves, so we really don't care. I suppose what we could do is start moving you guys to the edges of Ulthuan at the very least, but I don't expect this campaign to last more than a couple more turns, so it just feels completely unnecessary to me. Maybe get Stress Leath in there, but yeah, good enough. Good enough. I don't want to waste more time moving things around. I do, however, want to waste my time going and killing you, Mr. Borgor, with another... You're boring me. How about a less boring Gore? There you go. Goodbye. Oh, look at the lack of losses here. Oh, wow. Huh. Interesting that in auto-resolve, the Hawkeyes of Drakira get less kills than all the other Way Watchers, considering the fact that when in actual battle, this Regiment of Renown usually gets 2 or 3 times as many kills as the rest of them. Kind of interesting to note. Well, at least for me. You go back here, don't really care about your skill up, so let's end the turn and let's keep moving to Nagaron, shall we? We're almost at the end here, folks. Just stay with it. And let's see what we're looking at here, Hex. Okay, I hope you guys can all just hurry up. Hurry through this. We don't need to see any more of this. All these goings-on in Lustria are completely unnecessary. Man, Lustria is just one big ruin right now. And it's not the only... Ah, God, I'm an idiot. Okay, Reikland... I imagine you're going to be taking a lot more Dark Elf territory over this turn, which is why it's taking you forever to get through your turn. Go, go, go. Come on now. Wow. Karazakarek, where are you even moving? Who are you even fighting at this point? I don't even know where, if anywhere, Clan Wars is still alive. Maybe they have... I wonder who has the Hell Pit right now. I feel like it's Reikland. Oh, wait, no. Clan Wars has been destroyed. Who the hell is Karazakarek fighting right now? Whatever. Whatever. Durthu, sail out here. Even if they have an army, I'm pretty sure you can destroy them. This is a completely hostile sea, though, so you won't be able to heal up. If you go right here into the Sea of Chill, right at the edge here, you will heal to full. Oh, wait, oh, damn. You don't heal a law, do you? Ah, okay, screw it then. Screw it, just go forward. Hey, some kind of admiral. We're gonna have to move past him and then go to Nagaron. There we go. Gonna skip through the rest of this. I will build a few buildings because... Oh, did I get research last turn? Yes, I think so. I hope I didn't miss something. Let's get Firebark Armor. Oh, you know what? We could get Canopy Lookouts as well. Considering the fact that we have, what, like 2 or 3 turns left, we'll definitely get Firebark Armor. And nothing else is really important here, is it? Yeah, none of this will help us in the final battle. I don't... Yeah, this is useless. Yeah, well, we're basically done with research. We're basically done with everything, to be perfectly honest, and I kind of forgot about you immediately. Yeah, alright, everybody hurry up. And, ooh, Temple of Adaoth is going to survive? Huh. Yeah, look at the Dark Elves being attacked from every single side. Alrighty, Nagron is still alive. Maybe, you know what? I could have probably sailed Daith down to try to capture Val's Anvil. The northern Val's Anvil. There's so many Val's Anvil. Oh. Mazdamundi has it, so it doesn't matter. What did I just count? I didn't even read what this guy was saying. It doesn't really matter. We weren't gonna acquiesce to whatever it was anyway, and Temple of Adaoth does indeed fall. Actually, Storag Core is already belonging to the Exiles of Nehek, and to heck with them, because we don't really care about allying with them because they're too weak anyway. Oh, they actually kind of dislike us, don't they? That's kind of funny. Why do they dislike us? Great power, treaties with Hexoatl. Oh, they hate Hexoatl? Why? Hexoatl's been destroying the Dark Elves for them forever. I feel like you should get a bonus to diplomacy for defeating the legendary lord of an enemy faction in battle. Like, that should be worth at least a 5 or 10 point increase. Military alliance with the Sentinels of Shadi, don't care. We're just about done this turn, and 2 more turns, let's say, to Nagorond. 1 more to the final battle. Ooh, I wonder if this army out of Hag Grief will sail out. Sword of Strife, yeah. Alrighty, let's get to it. You. I mean, we could attack Hag Grief from here. No, I think it'll cost... Yeah, it'll cost us 2 turns. I don't want to waste the time. I don't need to fight 2. Let's see what they do. If they want to attack Durthu in the water, they are more than welcome to get themselves killed doing so. And then we'll hit Nagorond either way. Alrighty, and is there anything else we need to do? Which, yeah, commandments everywhere. What do I want to check? I want to check what buffs we have right now. Vigor loss reduction, I want to keep that during the final battle. Battle Masters, honestly, I probably should have used this at the final battle. Plus 12 leadership is decent. Whatever. Vigor loss for tree spirits and the units and characters. Oh, this is not bad, actually. Huh. Maybe we should, yeah, we should try to attack in spring. Spring is probably good for the spirits. It raises their spirits. Haha, okay. I can't believe I never made that joke throughout this Let's Play. Wow, I'm kind of disappointed in myself right now. Oh, wow, Athel Loren makes a lot of income, but we don't care about income. Just keep getting these sacrificial grounds, and none there, then build whatever the hell you want. I'm just building stuff so this doesn't annoy me while we get 1 more set of sacrificial grounds everywhere possible. Wow, that moves far. Everywhere possible, no more buildings. Let's end 1 more turn. Let's see if these guys attack Durthu. Of course, if they do, we'll have to make yet another cut. Man, this episode is going to be stitched together from so many parts, but I hope you guys are enjoying the battles. Since I am going out of my way to edit them together. Mostly the final battle. Let's see, are you going to do it? Are you going to do a Nagorond? Nope, you're too cowardly. Alright, well then, prepare to lose Nagorond and then prepare to die for good. Or not really die for good, or... I mean, die for good in the sense that we're going to get the ultimate victory by winning the final battle, so, that's as good as you're going to die. I wonder how long this episode's going to turn out to be after all this, because I've been making so many cuts, I have no idea what the actual length is. Kind of curious. 1833. Wow, you really love us, despite the prejudice and the fact that we actually despise you. You want us to join war against the Awaken? No, I don't want to deal with any of this. Honestly, we could have made like 3 or 4 more armies with the amount of income we're making, I think. It actually depends. It really depends on how income works in SFO. I'm not 100% sure. Because sometimes it says it's going to make you lose like 18,000 gold per turn, but it only turns out to be like 1,000 gold per turn. It's weird. Oh, what? Whoa. No, not this. There's no time limit on this, is there? No. I want to just check this. We do get another Battlemasters if we defeat Galak Endbringer. Well, let's bring the Endbringer's End, shall we? Get to it, right? One more auto-resolve for you. There we go, and the Battlemaster's buff is one we will be having at the final battle. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Beastman destroyed one last time. That will be the last time, I think, as Durthu can hit Nagaron immediately. He will have to, of course, sit there. Oh, damn, he'll be just short of it. Or, no, he can attack. Amazing. Well, let's take Nagaron. Of course, once again, I have to make a little bit of a cut here, but it's all good. Now, unlike many of the previous battles, I don't think that we need to make a cinematic battle out of the Siege of Nagaron, simply because Durthu's sort of a specialist at it, and I really don't see this one little army being much of a problem. Even with the lure of the Pale Queen causing Durthu's Wargrove to not be able to move, even if they do that in a good place, even if the AI manages that, I just don't think, I don't think these guys have a prayer, so let's just do it the old-fashioned way. And then head to the final battle. We're almost there, folks. I hope you're enjoying the breaking of the Dark Elves as well. It was completely unnecessary to this. But hey, damn it if it wasn't fun. You can't pass up an opportunity to kill a few extra elves, can you? Alrighty, let's head in here. We do have Vanguard deployment everywhere, so we will send you Eagles up here along with Thyrus. Let's make you guys into a separate group. Group 2, all the treemen. I guess we could send you around to this way. Make the enemies choose. Although, maybe more of them will spawn here. Yeah, you know what? Let's head right up the middle. I feel like if more will spawn here, and that'll be better. Although, maybe they'll be in closer confines if they're right here. I'm just trying to think where we'd be best placed to use the Madness of Cain, or whatever the ability is actually called. That's the contact effect. The effect is just called the Sword of Cain. Okay, well, fine, thanks. Fine. Let's go. Let's just go up the middle. Doesn't really matter. Does not really matter in the end. At least Durthu's Wargrove is fully healed now. And let's get the Dryad, or the Branch Wraith in here. Let's get you and you in here as well. You guys do take damage, but you do have regeneration, so you don't really care that much. That's all of you. And I guess we could send you up, you know, just start right here. I don't think you're going to get attacked, but just in case. No, you know what? No, start here as well. Start here. We will take the Willow Branches and the rest of the Dryads. There we go. I think my favorite name for this campaign was So Thorny right now. That was great. Let's go for Oak Aspect. I don't think they can shoot you from here, but you never know. These are high-level towers. We could always get you guys off the field if it comes down to it. Let's do it. Start battle. And go. And you guys head on in. Oh, you can probably shoot up this dragon from here. Switch to armor piercing, and then just go right over here. And Thyrus, come along. There we go. Everybody else in here. Will they use the Lure of the Pale Queen? Will it even work on Durthu and co? Oh, wow. They do not have a big garrison here. I was expecting a huge amount of units right here, but apparently not. You know what? Hey, wait. We're capturing the gatehouse with air units? I did not know you could do that. I thought that was impossible. Huh, well, that's interesting. That's interesting. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You guys start cleaning the walls. Turn off skirmish mode and get up here. Get up right there. There we go. Did I turn off guard mode? I did not. Oh, damn you and your damn catapults or your Reaper Bolt throwers. Hopefully they stop once. Oh, damn, they got a black unit of black guard up there. We will need to protect you Eagles from those guys, because they do a lot of damage. Although, once we surround them on the walls, even they should probably have a pretty bad time up there. Let's get you guys healed up as well. There we go. And even if the Eagles take damage, we'll heal pretty much everything in one turn. You know what? Let's get the dragon here as well. Thyrus, come along. Come along. There's killings to be done. There we go. Oh, look at our dervishes. They're so great. These units are just amazing at clearing out walls. It's kind of obnoxious, to be honest. I mean, air forces in general are at doing this sort of thing, but still, damn. Your gates are destroyed. What? Oh, we managed to capture the gate? That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. And Eagles, I think you're done here. I guess you could go over here and start individually clearing each part of the wall. Why not? Why not? You guys go in. You guys go in. Haven't even managed to use the Madness of Cain. Everybody in here, yes, you guys follow along, please. Kill that unit of Blackguard. I probably should be a little bit careful with you guys, but oh, you know what? No, back off. Back off. I don't like how that tower is firing on you. Just settle up over here. How we doing? Oh, what the hell? Their lord is actually coming. Durthu, kill. In fact, buff and kill. There we go. Not that you ain't buff already, ha ha ha. Okay, you guys are moving in over here, Thyrus. I think we'll send you all around to that side. Is this tower still firing? It should not be able to fire into the city like this. It's kind of silly. That is kind of silly. That's a bad design if I've ever seen one. You don't want your tower to get captured and be able to... Damn it, no. Oh, damn it. I missed. Oh, well. Oh, well. You guys... Charge this. Oh, hello. We got ourselves a target for the vortex over right there. Let's see how much damage this does. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. I mean, it does this half damage to you, about 75% damage to you, and something similar to you. I still think it's probably inferior compared to the Pit of Shades, but nonetheless, pretty decent. Pretty decent. You know what? I feel like we should get you guys away. These towers are starting to get kind of annoying. Just move you guys away a little bit. We'll wait until Durthu and Co. just murderize everything over here. I'm almost tempted to speed this up, because we've seen Durthu deal with these kind of battles like a billion times, and they've never been any kind of problem for him. We can even heal up a little bit, and ooh, wow, you guys got a little bit damage, Critwood. Come back here. There we go. You guys move away, you guys kill these Blackguard, and who are you and why are you... Oh, that's the crit, yeah, of course. Durthu, you need to actually hit enemies instead of just standing there, buddy. I know you're enjoying overseeing the revenge of the trees here, but... let's move along, shall we? In fact, let's speed it up a little bit, there's not much else to see here. I just want to take Nagaron for the principle of it. And it's interesting, wait, isn't, Lothern a similar map with this like outcropping like that? Interesting that there's a parallel between the map that's used for Lothern and the map that's used for Nagaron. I mean, it's not surprising at all. It's just interesting to note, considering how much these two factions profess to dislike each other. All right, let's get the Eagles back in here. They could at least shoot up some of these units. We could send Thyrus in to duel the Black Dragon a little bit, but I fear that he would lose. I fear that he would lose because he's kind of hurt. He's not horribly hurt. You know what? Let's try it. Let's try it. You two are going to start shooting up. Wait, don't go into melee. Switch to regular shot. Fire at this Reaper Bolt Thrower. You fire at this Reaper Bolt Thrower. And you two switch to regular shot. Fire at this Reaper Bolt Thrower. And Thyrus, go in on this. Right there. Let's get going. You hurry up, though. You hurry up. Are we done here yet? Do we need more heals? I feel like we need more heals. Alright, fine. Keep killing. Keep healing. Healing and killing. Alright, Reaper Bolters, you know what? I probably should have just done this earlier. I suppose if Thyrus is in trouble, let's watch a little bit of a dragon duel, but if Thyrus does get in trouble, we'll send in the rest of the Eagles to help him out. And yes, I'm back to calling them Eagles now, after several episodes of saying the correct thing. And let's exchange some breaths, shall we? Hey, no. Don't you run. We're exchanging breaths, buddy. There we go. And attack. Okay, you guys don't help him. Don't help him, he doesn't need it. Does he? I'm genuinely curious. Who's gonna win this? Now, theirs, I believe, is a Garrison Dragon. Oh, he's gonna rout before. Actually, I'm pretty sure he would have lost. He didn't seem to do that much damage to Thyrus, and Thyrus is a maxed out dragon. I'm just kind of curious to see what their stats are compared. 81 to 65 plus poison, and oh, Thyrus hits twice as hard in terms of weapon strength as well. Yeah, we should have won this. We should have won this. Oh, wait, didn't we get a special ability? We got some kind of Noxious Cloud upgrade. Huh. Wait, well, we don't see it. It's right here. Wait, it's a hex area around self, duration 30 seconds. When is it activated? Leadership broken. But when do we use it? Unit ability. One use. I don't see it here. Does it activate on its own, maybe? Huh. Weird. I hope it's not bugged. Not that it really matters. Oh, the battle's not over? Oh, this one unit of Blackguard in the middle of this. Oh, I gotta admit that's heroic, though. One single unit surrounded by all this, when all its companions are dead. You died well. You died well, Blackguardsman, and I guess we are done here. There we go. And so much for the capital of the Dark Elves. This will be the very last battle that we fight before the final battle, which we will move into next turn as soon as Durthu is fully healed up and ready. Let's go, let's go. Unless another army tries to siege him while he's in here. I mean, it's very, very possible. The Dark Elves might be a little bit peeved about this. I'm actually curious, does Nagaron count as a special settlement or no? Yeah, it does, but there's no special buildings here, even if it does count as a special settlement. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, not a big deal. One more turn, and we are heading to the final battle. You guys are looking like you'll be full HP. I don't believe there's any more... We can't do any rights. We could choose one more tech for the final battle, and I think we are going to go with the Fire Bark Armor. There's nothing else, really. Spiteful Spirits won't do anything to the final battle. Ambush defense chance, useless. Local recruitment, useless. Income from post-battle loot, yeah, okay. We'll need that for the final battle. And the rest costs more than one turn. So Fire Bark Armor will be the very last one. Yeah, so I'm thinking it's possible that these guys try to sail here. I mean, this Admiral is quite close. Or Espelba? Whatever. The Tempest of Talons. I actually like that name. The Tempest of Talons? Huh, I wonder... Oh, that's probably one of a special... The names of power. Oh, I wonder what that powers up. Maybe it's Harpies? Probably some sort of aerial units. I like the name. Anyway, let's end the turn and let's head to the final battle, shall we? I do believe it is a teleportable place. Yes, it is. So let's engage in Eternal Summer. It's still spring, right? At least I hope it is. Oh, Mazdamundi is back. Hey, buddy. Oh, wow, two of your armies. Oh, you got a little slan, buddy. Oh, aren't they adorable? Wonder where Lord Croak is. Alright, Hemry. Oh, wow, Hemry's surprisingly powerful. Huh. And I believe everything else doesn't really matter. I'm just going to keep an eye on the map a little bit to see if Reichland makes any more headway into Dark Elf territories. But, yeah, the Dark Elves are broken. With the fall of Nagaron and Malekith and a couple major armies, there's really not much else. It looks like Clarkaron has either been looted or is currently under siege. Hotekkom does have a full army here, but with two armies belonging to Mazdamundi moving up, I don't really see much of a chance for them surviving. Let's do it. I don't even remember what the final battle for the Wood Elves looks like, so I'm excited. This is going to be semi-new to me, unless I remember it, as we fight. There we go, we have Firebark Armor, we have some stuff we don't care about. Leave me alone, I'm in the middle of something. There we go. There we go, and I suppose we... I mean, is there any point to attacking Hagrief? It's just going to be the basically the same fight as for Nagaron, but weaker. Nah, there's no point. Let us get to the final battle. And move you out of... Wait. Oh, you don't suffer attrition from anywhere. Yes, beautiful. A beautiful, beautiful evil tree. Or semi-evil tree. Let's just go with murderous tree. I don't know about evil. Not the nicest tree in the world. Let's say that. Why did I click on Datian? I don't even remember. It's time to teleport to the final battle. Sons of the Oak. Let's see. A great horde of beastmen besiege the Oak of Ages. There are bray herds present from every corner of the old world. Morgur has summoned to him the Dark Omen, Malagor, and even Kazrak the One-Eye is said to be stalking the field. The beastmen are drawn here to enact a final, bitter blow against the roots of life itself. Should they succeed, all will be plunged into a hell beyond reckoning and without end. They must be stopped before they bring this land to ruin. Defend the Oak, defend the old world. I would prefer they bring the land to ruin, but hey, whatever. Teleport? Yes. I am somewhat sure. Alrighty, the final battle, and it does look like the auto-resolve. It does look like this is going to be very, very much in our favor. Let's take a quick look at what these are. Oh, wow, okay. That's a whoa, that's a nice little army. Damn, I'm almost thinking I should have brought Orion for this. These two are trash. This is absolute garbage. But this is an SFO army, I think. I think these three armies come here naturally, i.e. from the non-SFO game, and then this is from SFO. It's gotta be. There's no way that vanilla spawns this. Is there? Or maybe I just don't remember. I don't even think well, these units don't exist in vanilla, so or at least they didn't. I don't know what's happening anymore. Doesn't matter. Let's do this thing. I think this necessitates one more cut. Or does it? I don't remember now. Did I do all the cinematic battles? Damn it, I have to check. Okay, and we're good. This will indeed be a cinematic battle. Let's freaking do it.
The Oak of Ages stands strong in the face of adversity. You have the strength to stop Mogr. Let the horn of Kurnus blast one last time in triumph, and rid the world of these foul creatures forever.
Alrighty, the final battle is here. Khazrak, Malagor, and Morgr have come to bring down the tree, as well as some random Gruk Deathmaker guy that nobody's ever heard of. Not important. Not important. So let's just take a quick look at the setup that we have here. We do have the standard tree defense type map that is always present. And instead of making the Wargrove go around Durthu, I decided to set Durthu out on his own. He is going to be dealing with as much of the enemy as possible. After all, this is Durthu's campaign. Durthu wields the Sword of Cain. This is his battle much more than it is anybody else's. So, he will march towards the enemy and he will bring his wrath down upon them. I'm actually curious what would happen in the lore if Durthu were to draw the Sword of Cain, or if he'd even be able to use it, because I'm thinking that it's tied to elves. It's literally tied to elves in its lore, so I'm not entirely sure what would happen if Durthu could use it, but Durthu is pretty mad, as in insane, so its influence could be pretty... I don't know. It could very much whisper to him, I feel, if it was possible. But anyway, it's not like Durthu really needs more power. Let's agree on that one. So, we do have Durthu probably about to cast his Vortex, the Cain Vortex, right into the middle of all this blob. There we go. Let's see how much damage it does. 3 units basically obliterated, and this thing is just going to Vortex up the hell out of everything. Sort of a blood vortex when it activates in such a giant pile of units. So that's pretty decent. Durthu once again out here. Gonna stand here as an anchor of sorts. Let's see how much damage that did. Absolutely obliterated. 3 units are about to rout. 1 unit is at half HP. Of course, they're all rampaging, so they will all move forward. And this unit actually got shot up by our range units. We don't have a lot of range units other than our flyers, but it's still pretty darn decent. And this is only the first of the enemy armies, and Durthu is going to use the Lamentation of Despair and absolutely obliterate the enemy, as well as use his... what's it called? The thing that I just called Crows. The Flock of Doom on the enemy. And look, Durthu alone, they haven't even reached him, and this first army is already basically dead. Of course, the Lord and the Wargore are just fine, but the majority of this army is already broken. Durthu, you're ready to get into the actual fight? Let's do it. There we go. Come here, Wargore. Come here, Lord. What, you don't want to fight Durthu? There we go, and he knocks both lords back at the same time. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That's gotta be a scary thought. Durthu coming at you with the Sword of Cain. Oh, look, we still have some arrows fallen from our Hawk Riders. What are you doing, man? Why don't you turn around and fight? How damaged are you guys? Okay, 1 hit into you actually took out, what, like 40% of your HP. Here comes another swing, and... oh, it almost looked like he ducked. No, or he then jumps and what, tries to hit Durthu in the knee? I don't know. Although I suppose the knee is a pretty decent location to hit. Oh, it does seem like that did hit, judging by this guy's HP. I don't know why I bothered pausing it. There we go. Get a few more hits in there. Did this guy immediately rout? Yeah. They have so little chance of dealing with Durthu. There we go. Every single hit, yeah, makes these guys rout. You guys are coming back. And of course, the enemy has gotten its second army on the field. I believe this is Kazrak One Eye's army. I could be wrong, but I think it's Kazrak that's on this flank. Let's just double check. I don't see the Lord anywhere, so maybe he's hidden. Although, since this is a replay, shouldn't you be... Ah, no, there he is. Oh, I see a Razor Gore chariot. That's Kazrak. That's got to be Kazrak on his Razor Gore chariot. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, I miss you. Why don't you ever call? Alrighty, how's Durthu doing in the middle? Just fine, and nobody's really going to be any kind of issue for him. There we go. Lovely. Lovely, and now that this army is basically broken, they are all routing. The second army is coming at us. Of course, the first three armies are considerably weaker than the last army, as we saw at the beginning. But you know, it's still fun to kill these things. I do decide to move all of our flyers in so that they could lay down their range fire support. And if the Harpies dare to attack them in the air, they're going to have a tremendously bad time. We are actually using all of our Dryads to fight at the final battle, as is only appropriate. Though they're, hey, you look like you're having fun there, worshiping the sun or something. Or just yawning, I don't know. There we go. Yeah, I'm glad that I still kept these Dryads around, even though they're tier 1 units, just at the end here. Seems appropriate. Seems appropriate, and let's see, I do move Durthu to try to go over here, but it's going to take him forever to move towards this part of the map. Of course, there are 3 main entrances into this area, and I do have all of them covered. The middle part covered by the Firebark Elders and a bunch of Treekin, and both sides covered by the Dryads and a set of the more fighty units. And let's see if they manage to attack Durthu again, or they're just going to bypass him. They're going to hit the side either way, so let's move on through. We're doing some nice damage with the arrows. You see a lot of units dropping. See a bunch of these poor Centaurs dropping, and we get another Lamentation of Despair going in. And wow, what the hell? Did these guys get shot, or did Durthu knock him out of the sky? I wouldn't be surprised if he did. And what are you? What the hell was that? Was that a Minotaur? I don't even know what that was. Somebody just attacked Durthu and just got wrecked. Either way, up on the side over here, Kazrak is getting shot up by our units, our aerial units, our only air support, but apparently it's quite enough. It's quite enough, as this does turn pretty well, and Thyrus is over here to oversee the destruction of Kazrak. Unfortunately, Durthu was a little bit too slow to get over here himself, so we'll leave it to the rest of his army to deal with this, but I mean, he already threw a full army back by himself, so that's just fine in my opinion. That's just fine. It looks like these Harpies are running along with Thyrus. We do get a Dwellers below right onto these Centaurs, and they do rout, and so does this Giant, I believe. He actually does drop at leadership, but doesn't rout immediately. There are a bunch of Minotaurs fighting over here in the center. Oh, I believe they do try to surround Durthu, but I think we can all guess how that's going to go. That's a bad idea. Oh, and is that a Wargore? Is that the Wargore that ran first? Oh yeah, these are the guys that ran away first. Hey, come back and fight Durthu. Let him kill you in a couple hits again. And of course, Durthu is still completely unharmed, despite the fact that he's been fighting this entire time. Now, up the center, we do have 2 sets of Minotaurs coming in, trying to fight the Firebark Elders and the Treekin. Of course, these units are line-holdy type units, so they are not going anywhere. These guys can hack away at them, but their bark is way too thick to get through easily like this. And of course, all their leadership is actually getting debuffed very, very heavily. I do imagine that all these units do cause both, at least they cause fear. I don't remember if they cause terror, I'm not entirely sure. Leaving the flanks completely untouched now, and Thyrus chasing down these units that got wrecked on the flank here. This a Giant even being chased down by this unit of Grove Guardians, so that it doesn't kill any of the poor poor Dryads, they don't have too much defenses, but it's still all on Durthu. The main fight is still happening here. He's still knocking around these poor Minotaurs, as well as the Lords, getting some casts in, and yeah, he's stretching there, having a good time. Let's speed it back up. How we doing here? How we doing? That's another Warger that's gonna rout, and these guys are back, and I think they're also going to rout immediately. Another stab brings you down by about 25% HP into a Lord. That's pretty good. Hey, you better run. And one more hit would kill you, but I think you're shattered now. Oh, this Wargor is coming back. How brave. How brave for you to take on Durthu. Hey, come back here. Durthu is just not even noticing him. Hey, what are you doing? Why are you chasing Durthu? One hit and he's basically ready to run again, and 2 hits and he's basically dead, and he's routing. Look, a bunch of Centaurs think they want a piece, but I don't think they want a piece. And just a bunch of them dying immediately. There we go. Good job, Durthu. Oh, and we got a ranged support coming in as well. Beautiful. Now, the third army, I believe, has arrived here, and it's a bigger one. I believe they are successively bigger and bigger every time, and it is led by Malagor, the Dark Omen this time. So with Kazarak and Malagor having taken the field, Kazarak having been seen off by Thyrus and the right flank, Durthu having seen off half of Kazarak's army as well as all of the central army. Now Malagor is going to be the next target. This Wargor is going to run, and Durthu is going to head out here. There we go. Once again, I'm not really using our army at all. It's all basically Durthu right now. It's like 80% Durthu, and then we do have a few anchoring points just to block the enemy from doing anything that's annoying. We do have the ranged support, though. I will give them that. They do bring down that Wargor right there, while Durthu slowly marches his way towards the enemy army all on his own without support. Not that he really needs it. I suppose I could have waited a bit more for the Sword of Cain to gain a few levels and become more powerful, but as we can see at this final battle, we don't really need it. Durthu doesn't need no help. Oh, and we got another one of these vortexes from the Sword of Cain going, killing a lot of these poor Ungors, and just bypassing Malagor, I think, because he does not go into Rampage like everybody else does. I'm pretty sure that if it hit a Lord, it would also cause a Rampage, because I think I've accidentally hit Durthu with it before and caused him to go into a Rampage. Although, honestly, every single day of Durthu's life is a Rampage. There we go. There we go. Now they're all going to surround him, and they think this is a good idea for whatever insane beastman reason I can't imagine myself. Alright, these guys are routing already. Thought better of that quite quickly. And let's just watch the carnage. Let's just watch the carnage. It's all Durthu. Oh, look, we got Warhounds. Did Kazarak not bring any Warhounds in his army? Oh, which is weird. You would think that Kazarak, who in the lore is all about the hounds, would have some of those. Oh, looking like we got some Hungor Raiders firing at Durthu, who's... that's adorable. That's just adorable. Some of these units are actually bypassing Durthu because there's too many here, and they also can't hurt him, I take it. I wonder if the AI realizes that some units can't really be harmed. Oh my god. Oh, and we got a Dwellers Below helping out Durthu. There we go. There we go. Still not really using that army because even the Dwellers Below, I believe, is not... It's not a cast by our Branch Wraith. It is a cast due to the Oak of Ages powers, and a lot of these units get crippled and run away from that. Durthu's still completely unharmed. I do try to target Malagor the Dark Omen here, so they're going to have a little bit of a duel, but Malagor is just zipping around. Malagor has permanent zoomies. He's got the zoomies. It's kind of funny watching him run around. He's ludicrously fast, and I don't know why he's not attacking. He's just sort of running around in circles. But it is entertaining, and that's always... Oh, and he goes flying. Oh, look, Malagor, you can actually fly. Durthu's ready to help you out there. Oh, looks like he cast a Vile Tide on our own units and did knock a few of his own, as well as some of our Dryads back. Let's just take a quick look at this. These guys all do charge in, but as the Treekin or the Grove Guardians with the support here, really not having any trouble keeping a few units of Gors back. I mean, those units are way too weak to deal with this. Durthu's still towering over the majority of the enemy army, having taken 0 damage. But of course, it's the elite army that we're waiting for. Malagor, he is still being protected by the giant pile of units, but now they're all routing, so it'll be just him versus Durthu now. There we go. I wish he could pick Malagor up in his foot and damage him, but I don't think that animation works on Lords. Are you already routing? Oh, he's already oh, wow, 2 hits. 2 hits took him down to like 20 HP, damn. Hey, come back here. Come back here, Malagor. Why don't you zoom these away? And let's see, I believe the last remaining army has now arrived. Morgar the Shadowgave, who is against, who hates Isha for whatever reason, and the Everqueen. He has brought a bunch of elite units. Finally, unlike the other armies, we have some actually threatening units here. A bunch of Zangors, Korngors, Pestigors, and Slangors. All the Gors of the Chaos Rainbow, as it were. They are all coming in, and I believe it's the Slangors that have the halberds. That's what it looks like. Although Zangors do have spears, so I'd imagine they're all also anti-large, and it is anti-large that's a little bit concerning here. But I still don't imagine they're going to do all that much to Durthu. I do move him away a little bit because of the frickin' Cygors that just keep chucking rocks at him. Not that they're doing a lot of damage, but they do a little bit, and it does kind of annoy me. But then I realize that I think about it, and then I think it would probably be better for them to waste their shots at, waste their rocks chucking them at Durthu than chucking them at our actual units. There we go, yet another one of these casts from the Sword of Cain on top of the elite units. Here we do get a bunch of War Herd units just in the rampage charging us. A Lamentation of Despair right into the middle of them, also explodes a bunch. Yeah. This is basically Durthu dueling with 3 armies. And that's another crow. Oh, and of course the enemy artillery is actually probably hurting them more than it's hurting us. Or at least more than it's hurting Durthu. It might hurt the rest of them if they were to change to our actual targets. There we go, another Dwellers Below right in the middle of this. With the help of the artillery, should see these Pestigors seen off quite quickly, and these Slangors coming in to help. Some kind of breath. Why would you use a breath right here? Wow. Wow, and we got a little bit of a Amber Spear, but it did unfortunately miss. But yeah, AI decided to use a breath just on Durthu, killing a lot more of its own units. And let's see, does Durthu kill a single... he does seem to kill a Chaos Spawn with every swing of his sword, which does make sense. Would be nice if he could kill more than one, but hey. He's still doing a pretty good job, just mincing all these Ungors. And we will see his kill tally at the end. That's going to be quite nice, I think. Quite nice. Hey, Thyres is breathing on a bunch of these random Slangors. I was just a little bit concerned about all the anti-large they're bringing, so I did get him to breathe on him. But other than that, it's really not that problematic. There we go, and yet another cast of a Flock of Doom. So let's see how we're looking at this army here. These guys are mostly running away. The Cygors, of course, pelting Durthu, but it's not much of a problem. I don't know why, but the AI decided to get all of its monstrous infantry, a bunch of Chaos Spawn, which does make sense. It is, of course, Morgar's army, and he himself with all of his Chaos Spawn, plus some of his elite units, like a couple units of Korngors and Pestigors, all moving back. Maybe this is because they got thrown back by Durthu. I'm not entirely sure what caused this. On the other hand, we do have allies of our own moving in now. We really didn't need them, but more forest spirits have come out to help. I like that these two treemen look different. They have different, they have these different color sigils on them. I think there's another type with orange sigils, but I could be wrong. Oh, wait, Durthu. Durthu has orange sigils. I was like, wait a second. I've been looking at it for this entire campaign. There we go. There we go, this is obviously not a problem. Razorgore hurt against Durthu, not really going to do much, but he has started to take damage. Of course, we haven't even used our healing potion yet, so there is that. This certainly shows how this is really not much of a problem. This flank did get attacked by enemy Razorgores, which are kind of annoying, not so much because they do a lot of damage, but they do decent damage to the Dryads, and these units are kind of too slow to catch them, so I do eventually end up sending the flying units to deal with them and send them away. Meanwhile, it looks like Morgar has finally decided to attack Durthu, sending a bunch of these Chaos Spawn in, and it looks like a Great Forest Eagle unit from our ally has... oh, wow. Okay, Morgar apparently dislikes this particular unit of Eagles, like, a lot. Maybe he knows how useful Eagles were in our campaign, and, yeah, well, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Take a look at all these Chaos Spawn, damn. I guess those are all the all the various type of god gores, or is it god gores or god's gores? I don't remember. Well, all the various types that didn't manage to receive the favor of their gods probably turned into Chaos Spawn. Of course, there's also Morgur's touch, turning them all into Chaos Spawn as well. He's all about them spawn. Let's see. Durthu just chasing enemies around. Anybody that he can get near, basically. It's not like they're really a threat to him. But the enemy does seem to actually move into the center line this time. So we're going to have at least a little bit of a battle. I see that since this is the last army, I decide to get in the rest of our units, especially with our allies, to just charge. Sort of as a last charge, not as a desperate charge out of Helm's Deep, but just as a this is gonna be fun type of charge. And there we go. There we go. It's a beast on trees and monsters all over the place. All over the place. Basically no elves defending us here. I think the only elves on the field are the single away stalker, as well as the elves riding the warhawks, and that's just about it. That's just about it. Yeah, there are some corn gores here, but they're not as threatening as you would think they are. I mean, our spirits do a pretty damn decent job holding the line. They do cack away at some of these treekin, but meh. These are allied treekin, we don't care. So whatever, we can dish out the damage. We got pestigores coming in as well with these Chaos Spawn. Chaos Spawn trading blow for blow with treekin. I think one-on-one. I actually don't know what would win, Chaos Spawn unit or treekin unit. Chaos Spawn should do more damage, but treekin have more survivability. Well, either way, when they have Guardians of the Grove Guardians and Durthu's War Grove smacking them around, they're not going to have a good time either way. Down goes Chaos Spawn, and their friends are probably going to follow quite quickly. Oh, I didn't speed that up. My bad. My bad. Oh, wow. The screen keeps shaking, and I believe, other than the Chaos Spawn, most enemies are just about to rout. We do have another tiny little fight going on here with the Dryads surrounding a unit of Razor Gores. Durthu's still in the middle of all this. Oh, and I did manage to cast the... yeah, I wanted to see whether this would actually work. Cast the Vortex right on top of Durthu to see if it would cause him to rampage, and indeed it did. He's still swinging around, killing everything, and I do believe I used the potion, or did I not? I don't remember. It doesn't really matter. Nothing is a threat, and he has regeneration on top of it. Oh, there's a Cygor moving in. Cute. I guess they decided that... Oh, they ran out of ammo. I was about to say that they decided that throwing rocks at Durthu isn't going to do anything, but they just plain ran out of ammo. Although throwing rocks at Durthu also doesn't do anything. So let's get a few more hits in, and I do believe this final battle is just about won. Our armies have won at the flank and in the center. Just Durthu's little fight remaining here, and he's just chucking slam gores around at this point. There we go. Huh. Are Cygors taller than Durthu? I guess they are giants, but still. They're about the same size. About the same size. Although these guys do stand hunched because of their because of the joints of their legs, but nonetheless, if they reared up to full height, they would be taller than Durthu. Alright, how are we doing here? How are we doing here? It looks like the entire enemy army is just about to run. Obviously, we do have to kill the Chaos Spawn completely, and just because of that's annoying, I do send it for the Eagles. The Eagles are coming, folks. I'm just going to call them Eagles one more time, just because I need to do it. There we go. And it's only right for the Eagles/Hawks to be in at the very last moments of this battle. They have saved us so many times throughout the campaign. They have taken Norska. They have taken so many damn tough enemies. And hey, Thyrus is in here as well. Air Force and Durthu all together, winning the final battle just like they won the campaign itself. There we are. Cheers everywhere, and I do believe that should be the end of this in any second now. That's that for the final battle. The Great Oak completely untouched by the enemy army. All beastmen defeated, many of them personally by Durthu, with the exception of Kazrak One-Eye, who unfortunately moved too far away and got absolutely wrecked by Thyrus the Dragon. There we go. And there we go, the ultimate victory at the final battle. Durthu, nearly 1,300 kills. He stood alone against the endless tide of beastmen, and they just broke upon him. That was amazing, and I enjoyed it greatly, and he managed to duel almost all of the enemy lords on top of it and come out on top, so that was pretty good. I hope you guys don't mind me using mostly Durthu for that battle while keeping the army back. I just felt that since it is a Durthu campaign, he should be the one to throw the beastmen back. I really enjoyed that, although, to be fair, this particular final battle was really, really easy. I mean, just the fact that we didn't really have to use the rest of our army, really, is pretty telling. And compared to, say, the Beastmen final battle, it is completely different. The Beastmen final battle was actually fairly difficult, as I recall from the end of my Kazarak campaign, and took quite a few losses, and I believe Kazarak got very, very badly hurt in it, so there is that. But hey, it was still fun. There were still a lot of units, and it was, I'm sure it was tougher than the vanilla. Anyway, we clearly didn't need the aid of all these extra forest spirits, but there it is. There it is. And I believe we should get some sort of dialogue, right? Game. Quest successful, yes. Defeated Malagor, good. And what? Do we not win? Is that just... What happens? Do we have to end the turn? I guess I'm gonna call it here. You know what? Let's just end the turn, and I'm just curious. I guess we have Eternal Summer now. Yes, we do. I guess it doesn't end theoretically, but yeah, okay. So, damn, I was hoping to look at the stats, the after campaign stats, but apparently you can't actually activate the win condition. Let's just double check at the end of this. If not, I will just call the episode and the campaign here at the start of next turn. Nagron can do whatever the hell. Hopefully this goes fast. A little bit anticlimactic when you don't get the final screen. I'm hoping that it's just a... I'm hoping that'll fix itself. Come on, game. Don't do this to us. Not after all that. Come on, Reichland. Stop hogging all the glory. You know what? I'm gonna cut the rest of this. Righty, no, does not look like it, so wait, there we go, campaign complete, victory! In a world of chaos, a time of heroes, an age of war, you have overcome every challenge laid before you, and faced down every foe bent upon your destruction. This strange and dangerous realm, riven with battle, bloodshed, and slaughter, twisted beyond sanity by the warping power of chaos, has seen the foundering of many a mighty empire, yet yours remains triumphant and unconquered, victorious in defiance of all. Where the hell is Durthu here? Why do I see a forest dragon and no Durthu? He better be hidden in one of those trees somewhere, or the assault will begin. Let's continue to records. I don't really need to watch this. Probably nobody's particularly interested. I'm just gonna speed through this. Let's see. At turn 100... Oh, at turn 100 we already had half of Ulthuan? Oh, damn. It took a lot of turns to conquer Ulthuan, didn't it? Huh. Oh, no, this wasn't us. Okay, no. This was Athel Loren. Okay, we only got to Ulthuan here at around turn 170, and then conquered the entire thing through, like, 20-ish turns. Yeah, okay, that I feel is a lot more appropriate. I was like, well, it can't possibly have taken 100 turns to conquer that. Anyway, let's see. Regions owned 80, pretty good. Obviously, we allied with Hexoatl, with the Empire and the Dwarves, Karaz, plus I do believe the last defenders were over here, and Hemry was down there. That was the Grand Alliance of Order, as it were. Let's just double check this before we call it here. I just want to see, well, progress. 199 turns, almost 200. Total income, that's pretty, 7 mil, that's pretty intense. Diplomacy, I don't really care about that. 105 war declarations. Factions destroyed 49, pretty good. Wow. Really? We used almost 7 million? Huh. Neat. Neat. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Lords recruited. Lords killed 174, not bad. Units destroyed 228.75. What? Oh, well, it's units as in, like, full units, not, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Battles, 240 battles fought, pretty decent for a campaign, I think. 113 auto-resolve, wow. Huh. Well, auto-resolve less than half of, Oh, wait. Well, not, almost half. They're almost even. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, let's see. Land battles 125. Ambush battles only 2. Wow, I really need to step up my ambush game. Although I sometimes do feel bad about abusing the mechanic because the AI is just terrible at dealing with it. And let's see. Total defeat 17. Most of those were garbage garrisons, I believe, that we couldn't possibly have defended in the first place. Yeah, see, minor settlement battle defeat 16. Aha, there was a land battle defeat. When did this happen? I don't even remember when that happened. Whatever, doesn't matter. It does not matter. Aftermaths, yeah, alright. Heroes 10, blah, blah, blah. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this campaign. Thank you all for sticking with it. And, well, I suppose we won't be seeing Durthu back here until the 3rd game, which is probably... I'm probably going to start replaying everything once Mortal Empires and all of the franchises complete into one massive map, but I think it'll be a long, long time before we see him round these parts again. Besides, we might always get an Orion vote or another Wood Elf vote. Hopefully by then we have Daith or somebody else to lead the faction, but we shall see. So anyway, as always, all glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.